Hey everybody! In today's video, I'm going to show you the most adorable miniature disc-bound watercolor journal that I made. Here's my first little painting, which is a crazy looking little fox. This fox sort of looks how I feel right now. I'm using the Color Combos stamp set and die bundle from Waffle. This is made for ink swatching. You have all sorts of configurations that you can swatch ink and cardstock with. But when I saw this stamp set, I saw a great way to make a daily watercolor journal. Now, I had a little brain freeze, and initially I was stamping in the MISTI, the little frames, and then cutting them out. But then I figured out of my larger sheet of watercolor paper that I'll link you to below, that I could get exactly 8 2¼ inch wide strips out of one sheet of paper. And I made 2 little books of 20 of these pages, one for me and one for my sister. And I dropped it off at her house so that we could both do a little pandemic daily painting. And I like the turquoise discs, but they come in all different colors. So they slip super easily onto the little discs, and you can take pages in and out as you choose. I decided for the first painting I was going to do a little fox. It seems like our wildlife is sort of wandering the streets lately now that there's nobody around and they feel safe, and I think that's kind of cool. So we have foxes in our neighborhood that I love. They used to have babies at my neighbor's house. So I'm doing a little wet on wet painting to blend the fur. I find that this works well for animals because it makes just softer blends between 2 different fur colors. So I have the fox in orange and white, and then I'm going to give him some little dark feet and legs because that's really how they look in real life. And then of course his nose and his little eye. When I do these little daily paintings, I used to do one in a calendar, and then I realized I couldn't keep up. Like I would skip a day and then I'd be like, oh, I gotta go back and do the previous day. But what I like about this little journal is it's not dated. You could date it because the stamp set comes with numbers, but it's just an empty little square that I can do a painting in. And it doesn't matter if I skip Wednesday or if I skip the 13th. I can just flip it over and have a new little place to paint. So when I saw this stamp set, I knew that I had to make a watercolor journal out of it. Now, what's cool about this disc binding system and the dies that come with it is they come in a bunch of different sizes. So you can make any size journal that you want, or you can use it for its intended purpose, which is to have a set of swatched inks, color combos of inks that you like. I recommend looking at the color challenge on Split Coast Stampers if you want to stamp out some color combos that our team has put together. You can just put them on your desk and always have a little color inspiration with your swatch books. So she's such a genius. I love this idea. And of course, I had to be a rebel and use it for a little frame for some fun little paintings. So I have some really super fun giveaways over on my blog. So be sure and click the link below to head over there. It is their 6th anniversary, and so they're doing lots of giveaways. And a few other cards that I made with some of my fun waffle flower stamps are here, and they're on my blog as well. All supplies are listed below. Thanks so much for watching.